In this video, we will continue to work on our project in Rhino. And we started with 2D and we started drawing in Rhino, and also we saw how we can import images and then trace them and create vector graphics or CAD graphics in Rhino. But also we can import directly CAD blocks and CAD drawings. And then from them we can extrude and start to model our architecture or design or product, whatever. So we choose an architecture to start with something like more straight and simple in a way. And in this video, I will show you also how we can import 3D objects as a reference. So you can see here there is a door that I have imported. And also here we have a chair. And I'm going to show you a couple of websites where you can get these models. Also this window here. And by importing things, we can understand how they are done and we can do it ourselves. So here I created a really simple combination of mullion or frame and then window panel so that I can like create my windows myself. So and also if I change the layer here by going into the layers panel, I can put this into the window layer. So if I do like the change objects to layer like this, okay, so this goes into this layer and it gets another color. So also for this, I can put this in, if I created a layer for framing, which I didn't do, so I'm gonna create like here framing, and let's say I wanna have this like dark gray, so I can again change the object layer, and then if I want I can make this current, so I can start to build again my project in 3D. So before we start to import 3D files, I want to show you here a couple of examples of how you can essentially get references from the web. So if you don't know, for example, how to create, let's say, a door, or how to represent a kitchen or a closet or wherever, you can always check other people's projects and you can understand how they did it. So you can see here the closet is represented differently from ours. So you can develop your own style and you can create your own blocks and repeat them over and over. So there are so many projects on the web that you can explore and you can learn from them. You can see here again the closet and how the doors are made, how the windows are represented, etc., etc. Again, this is a 2D representation, and we're gonna put this aside for a while. So this is just to show you one last suggestion in terms of drawing. Now, for the 3D, I use this website here. This is what I got the chair from, and I can get many assets. So you have other things like HDRIs and textures for rendering, and then you have models. And here you see you have furniture and then you have props. Now you can use these models as props, so to like embellish or improve the visualization of your project, or you can use them to study how they're made and try to do something similar. And you can see these are like a little bit for video games in a way. They are pretty realistic. They use 3D painting and 3D sculpting, 3D modeling to create this really high level of detail. And for this kind of texturing and mapping and sculpting, etc., you may want to use like Substance 3D or Armor Paint for the painting and the texturing, and for the sculpting. Here, Substance. You can also use Blender for texturing and mapping and creating materials, or Armor Paint. This is for the painting 3D. For the sculpting, you can use Matchbox or Blender or ZBrush to create the models. Also, ZBrush and Blender can work for painting, but not as good as Substance 3D. And you will find those courses in the channel. So I'm gonna start by going in the furniture, and let's get like this painted wooden cabinet. So if I click here, I will be able to see a preview and how the structure is done. You can see it's a pretty simple structure, but these lines that are not like regular, they made us presume that this was like optimized. And you can see that many details, they are not in the 3D model, but they are in the texture. So texturing is pretty important when you want to create something like realistic that looks like worn out or, you know, kind of shabby chic effect grunge or whatever. And so these are the textures that will let you have all the little details in 3D. But anyway, let's download it. We can choose the size of the textures. Let's put 1K. We can choose the format. So if you have Blender, you can open it directly in Blender. Otherwise, you need to look for a format like FBX or GLTF, which are readable by RHINO. And I can download this right now. And I created a folder called Polyhaven where I'm gonna save this folder, and that's gonna be in a zipped folder, so I need to extract it once I finish to download it. So I'm just gonna open the folder here and just gonna go right click and extract all, extract, and now I have the texture right here and the file right here. And also before we import these things, I want to show you a couple of other websites where you can get really interesting models. Sketchfab is another really important popular website. So for example, if I want to look here for a window, I will just type window, and you can see there are even like really big packages. Now most of these are for free, but some of these are like more professional and for sale. But let's check this on downloadable, and here I'm gonna uncheck everything except CC0, which is gonna be like free for any use, and then CC BY, so you can use them by credit the author. So for example, let's get a really simple window, or maybe we can get window blinds. You can see how many models we have here, and you have like modern windows, sliding windows, etc., which could also become like a sliding door. And here really detailed windows where you can see the handles and everything. So I'm not gonna go too much into the details right now, but I want to get a really simple one. Let's get this sliding window, for example. So I'm gonna download the 3D model, and to do this you need to have an account, so you need to register in Sketchfab, and here you see that the model is 3ds, so it's 3D Studio. So let's download this because this is readable by RHINO. So I'm gonna download it in this format. And there you go. Again, it's a zip file. So I'm gonna go here, and there's another zip file. So let me do this. I'm gonna take this folder, I'm gonna copy it. So you either extract it or you copy it. And I'm gonna put it into my folder that I called Sketchfab. So I create a folder for everything, so everything is nice and organized. I'm gonna paste it in here, and I already downloaded another door here. So let me put this like outside and extract. And there we have the window and the material also. So I want to delete the zip file. I want to keep this, and let's call this sliding window, so we remember. So this window here was made in 3ds Max. If we want, we can also inspect with the model inspector. We can see again the wireframe, most important thing, and we can see that again he has these like oblique lines. The structure is quite neat and, you know, not heavy. Don't put like too heavy models in there. The handle is a little bit heavier, so we can see more density in those. But this looks like a result of conversion into mesh, which is the thing that you're gonna do most of the time when you import from other software. Now the last one I want to show you is called TurboSquid, also really important one, and you can find video guides about TurboSquid, Sketchfab, and other sites in the channel where to get 3D models, etc. So you have here like free 3D models, and we can put here a search. Let's search for a door. And so you also have like suggestion when you type something. You have like this drop down list. You can select doors. You can choose which price you want to pay, or 0 if you want to see only the free stuff. And then you have the format if you want to filter by format, like 3D Studio Max, Cinema 4D, and Unity, Maya, etc. And all these will be found in the channel if you're looking for this software as video courses if you want to learn them. And then you can filter by how many polygons, so low poly, geometry, or highly detailed, etc. So we have a bunch of doors here also. For example, this is a combination, or let's say more a set of 3 doors. So why don't we get like a set of 3 doors? And just click on download, and this is going to go in your area, and you can download the whole doors here or just one door at a time, and you have also the relative texture. So let's say I want to download the door 1, so I'm going to click